Hello, my name is Ian Winger. I work with the Wisconsin Department of Transportation, and I am the project supervisor for the US Highway 14 project in the city of La Crosse, also known as South Avenue. So today what we'd like to do is make a video walking through the different options that are available for the South Avenue project. The first thing that we're going to do is talk about it's called Alternative 1. And Alternative 1 consists of a project where we have gone ahead and done what we can to minimize impacts along the corridor and try to fit the project within the existing right-of-way. The first option or alternative I'd like to discuss here is what we call the minimum width alternative. And we've developed this minimum width alternative because what we are trying to do is fit our new proposed roadway within the same property that's already occupied by the highway. So along this corridor, we have a 66-foot roadway width. So from one property line to the far property line, we have 66 feet of roadway right-of-way. So that's how much right-of-way we have to work with out there currently along this corridor. So what we have out there for an existing roadway facility is we have 4 lanes of traffic, and for the existing facility we have 2 lanes in each direction. However, it's an undivided corridor out there right now. There's no little median here, but for our proposed highway, what we are doing is we're fitting this option within the 66-foot right-of-way. We're using this lane configuration, and we're combining this with roundabouts to try and minimize the number of impacts up and down the corridor. So this proposal has a sidewalk on both sides, similar to the existing facility. It's got a little bit of a terrace width here in between the sidewalk and the roadway. And this shows, 2 lanes on this side, and what we've done to try and again minimize the impacts. In other words, we don't want to take any real estate, we don't want to impact anybody's homes if we don't have to. So we've gone ahead and come up with some lane widths here. Is 11-foot outside lane and a 10.5-foot inside lane. And then we've got this raised median right here that's taking up about 4 feet or so right here. And then we've got another 10.5-foot lane, another 11-foot lane, terrace, and a sidewalk. So what we're trying to do is maximize the efficiency of this corridor within the existing 66-foot right-of-way. And to do that, we're going to combine this roadway configuration with roundabouts at some key intersections. This is an aerial view of what we've called Alternative 1, which is our minimum width roadway with roundabouts. So the project starts just on the east side of Green Bay Street. This is Green Bay right here. So the project starts right here and actually continues through West Avenue and then all the way down to Ward Avenue. However, what we'll do after I'm done explaining some things along here, we'll continue with the second sheet or the second layout and show you the rest of the project. But what I'll do is I'll start at the west end here. Again, this is Green Bay Street, and what we do is we leave the existing intersection right here alone, but we start our project just on the eastern side of that intersection. And for this initial piece of project right here, we have 2 lanes in each direction, and then in the middle here we have what's called a two-way left turn lane. And what that means is, because we've got some businesses on both sides of the corridor here, and so what a vehicle can do is they can come in here, they can sit in the middle, wait for a gap, and then they can take a left. Or a vehicle coming from this direction can move into here and wait for a gap and then move into this area. So it's a two-way left turn lane for vehicles to sit in here and have some refuge before they take a left to get across the opposing lanes of traffic. So again, this two-way left turn lane is just in this portion of this alternative. And as you approach West Avenue right here, this, as it's shown, is a roundabout. And what this will allow to happen is all movements of traffic will be allowed to make their movements. And what I mean by that is, in the current situation, traffic coming in this direction is not supposed to take a left-hand turn onto West Avenue. There's signage out there right now deterring traffic from doing that. So because this is a project involving state and federal dollars, we need to make sure that all movements of traffic can be handled at the intersection. So we've gone ahead and provided for that in this intersection. Some of the things that you see explained in the key right here are these grayed out lines are the traffic lanes. So we've got two in each direction here. This portion right here is this is called a splitter island. It's a raised area where actually pedestrians could cross two lanes. They could wait right here in refuge and then cross two more lanes to get to the other side. These buildings here that have the yellow cross hatching, that's also shown down here. That could be either a business or it could be a residence, but it's some sort of building that would need to be removed as part of this project. And the department has a whole real estate section that's involved with people who are impacted by highway projects. So as we continue in an easterly fashion here, we get down towards our minimum width corridor. Starts kind of in this area here. So as we move down here, as you can see, we've gone ahead and we've provided for some enhanced pedestrian crossings at several areas as you go through the project. So that involves in the middle right here, that's probably actually going to turn out to be similar to this right here, a raised median, so that when pedestrians come out here, they've got, again, a little refuge area so that they can wait and then cross two other lanes of traffic. So we'll go ahead and we'll continue down onto the second sheet. And we're just going to kind of continue here. Here's 14th Street. And we've shown, again, at some of these key intersections, the ability for pedestrians to get across in a much more safe fashion than today. As we go further east here, we show another roundabout at 16th Street. So if you're familiar with Pizza King, that sits right here in the corner. And as we continue east, we've gone ahead and showed another roundabout at Ward Avenue. And then the project ends as soon as we get through this entire project. So just about where Clayson Pontiac, their older building, it's Ray Hudson, Clayson, right in this area here is about where this project would stop. We just include enough work on Ward Avenue so that we can tie into the project.